Ever wonder how companies like, I don't know, Microsoft decide where to put their money?
Oh, yeah,
It's more interesting than you might think.
for sure.
Today, we're diving into a head-to-head, a real clash,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
yeah, between a conservative think tank and, well,
What
Microsoft.
are they clashing over?
Get this, whether the tech giant should invest in Bitcoin.
Oh, wow.
Our sources are saying this think tank, the National Public Policy Research Center, they're really pushing for Microsoft to move at least 1%.
1%.
1%, yep, of its assets into Bitcoin.
Huh.
They're saying it's the ultimate hedge against inflation.
Okay.
Microsoft's board, though, different story, worried about Bitcoin's volatility.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
So is Bitcoin a safe haven or a risky gamble for a company like Microsoft?
Right?
Let's find out.
So this think tank, they're really pushing this narrative of Bitcoin as digital gold.
Okay.
Their argument is Bitcoin has a fixed supply, right?
Right.
Capped at 21 million coins. They're claiming this makes it immune to the inflationary pressures that we see with, well, you know.
Government-controlled currencies.
Exactly, yeah.
So they're saying, forget the dollar, go with Bitcoin when things are, a little rocky.
Yeah.
Is that a good bet for a company like Microsoft, though?
Well, that's where the board, they have a point, too.
Right.
Bitcoin's volatility, I mean, we've all seen the headlines, right?
Absolutely.
It's all over the place.
Big swings up and down.
Huge swings, yeah. And for a company managing billions, I mean,
Yeah.
that kind of unpredictability, that's a major, major headache.
Yeah, you need to be able to kind of plan.
Exactly. They need stability.
Right.
Predictability.
Yeah.
You know, that's how their treasury operates.
Yeah.
Bitcoin throws all of that out the window.
Okay, so 1%.
Right.
That sounds small.
It does.
But for Microsoft,
Yeah.
we're talking
Big money.
huge. What kind of real-world numbers are we talking about?
Potentially billions. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a bet, a
Wow.
big bet.
A bet that could make or break them. I mean, really affect the bottom line.
Absolutely.
So how does Bitcoin even work as an investment?
Right.
Is it really like digital gold, like they're saying?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's different from traditional stocks or bonds.
Okay.
Bitcoin is digital currency, operates on a decentralized network,
Uh-huh.
blockchain.
I've heard of that.
So it's value. It's all supply and demand.
Okay.
Different cryptocurrency exchanges, that's where it's determined.
Interesting.
Unlike stocks, which are ownership in a company, or bonds, which are debt, Bitcoin's closer to a commodity, like gold. Yeah.
Okay.
It exists outside the control of governments and central banks.
So it's all about its scarcity and trust in that technology, the blockchain.
Exactly. That's where the potential for growth is,
Uh-huh.
but also the risk.
Right. High risk, high reward kind of thing.
Yeah, if people lose faith, the value, it can just plummet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what about Microsoft's major shareholders?
Oh, yeah.
Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, huge players. They hold a lot of weight in this.
What do they think?
They tend to favor stability, predictable returns, which,
Aligns with the board.
exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if those shareholders are risk averse, could their opposition just shut down this whole proposal?
It's possible.
Wow.
The board has to answer to those shareholders,
Right.
and they would definitely be sensitive to their concerns, for sure. Their stance could be the deciding factor, absolutely.
Wow. So if you were on Microsoft's board, what would you be thinking about with this decision?
It's tough. Lots to think about.
Yeah.
Potential returns, risk, the impact on their financial stability,
Right.
and the shareholders' views, of course.
Of course.
And then you have the whole evolving regulatory landscape around cryptocurrency.
So many factors.
A lot, yeah.
Wow. So we have this tug of war
Yeah.
think tank pushing Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation,
Right?
a cautious board worried about volatility,
Mm-hmm.
and these powerful risk-averse shareholders.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is. It really shows the challenges of navigating, well, modern finance.
Yeah.
How do you approach these new and volatile asset classes?
Right.
Is it a good opportunity or just a huge risk?
Yeah.
The answers, they'll shape the future of finance, for sure.
Absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, definitely a lot to think about.
Thanks for breaking it all down.
Absolutely, anytime.
Really interesting stuff.
Thanks for having me.
And that's it for our deep dive today.
Great, I enjoyed it.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone.